Hello, Ronlings, my little wronglings. So I'm freezing, I haven't got my coat on, so this part's gonna be quick when I get inside. So it's a van camp today. Yes, any regulars will be saying, well, where's your van then? Because like I can't see it. This is my van. I wish this was my van. I really wish this was my van, because it's only not even 6 months old, I don't think. It's got really low mileage, and it looks much nicer than my van, and it's like a spaceship inside. It's a basic model, but it is like a spaceship inside. It's amazing, and I kind of don't want to give it back, but it's a courtesy van because mine's gone in for repairs, and I wasn't expecting to do this because they're messing me about, the people that I took my van to get repaired. They kept saying, oh, make an appointment, and then when I got there, oh, we haven't got the parts, so they sent me away. Could have told me that. Wait for a phone call when we got the parts, and we'll you know, we'll make an appointment. Waited. MOT ran out. Look, I've got no MOT. When are these parts coming? Oh, we've got them. Why didn't you tell me then? So I've booked it in. So it was really like unexpected, me booking it in. So I planned to do a van camp tonight in my van, because I thought I had it, because it was still drivable. But yeah, so that's not gonna, that didn't happen, because now I've got this courtesy van, and I thought, well, that's that stuff then, isn't it? Because I was going to go out in the van tonight, and no, I can't, so I'll have to do a tent camp. And I thought, oh, hang on a minute, light bulb. I decided to do a camp in the new van, which is just a van. Well, I have some stuff from, I've been camping for donkey's years, and I've got some stuff that was left over from when I had well, it's not exactly left over, technically it's still in use, from camping in campsites, and I decided to try and stuff that in the back, and see if I can make a temporary kind of camp from the bits and bobs I had from the campsite. So I'll show you what I've got. Right, so starting at the back of the van, there's the back, see? I've got a bed. That's obviously my sleeping bag. So I've got this bed. This is one of a few beds I've got for, you know, campsite camping. You know, it's just a crisscross thing. You unfold it, stick these bars at the end, and you got yourself a bed. Obviously, I'm going to bring my sleeping pad and put that on top, because that on its own is not enough. And I've got this. What do you call this? A kitchen unit, we'll call it, for want of a better word, with a couple of shelves. This has a door on it, but I rolled it back. A couple of shelves on it, a metal top, because that's where you put your cooker and stuff. A couple of shelves here for bits and bobs. There's a big old table at the other end, bits and bobs, and you can store stuff underneath. I'll tell you what, the amount of storage I've got is unbelievable, more than in my own bedroom. But I'm going to attempt to get in, because you can see it goes right to the edge, so it's a bit of a struggle to get in. It's kind of in the way, but it is what it is. So in the other end, I've got a wardrobe. So again, like shelf, a wardrobe there. I've got a couple of coats in there for hanging stuff. It literally just fits. I mean, look at that. It doesn't even move, because I had to really jam it in there. It literally just fits. So that's it really. That's my camp for the back. I mean, you can see it's not giving me much space. But I mean, I could push this bed. No, I couldn't. I would like to have pushed this bed further. Where's the edge? Further that way. So because it goes right to the end of the camper, and I'd like to push it this way, but this is in the way. The wardrobe's in the way, and I can't. The wardrobe is kind of only goes there really, because it's such an exact height. I don't even know, for some reason it seems to fit there and not anywhere else. I tried it in various other places and it just wouldn't fit. So it kind of is there because that's where it's got to go, and that means the bed's right up against it, and I can't push the bed any further that way. You know, I could sort of move it. Yeah, if I could have this anywhere, I would have moved it around, but you know what, it's one night, and I'm presumably going to give this van back at some point, so there's no point in sort of trying to spend too much time on it. It was just in hindsight, I think the old wardrobe was a bit overkill, but I thought it'd be fun to chuck it in because like half the shelves are empty. You know, for one night I'm not really doing anything. This unit here would have been enough. You've got a table and I can put storage on, like a bag or something. I've got two shelves. So I've got two shelves at the end. I might fold them up actually. I don't know, to give myself more space at the end. But yeah, just that unit itself is loads of space. So without, I'll probably, you know, well, I say probably, I didn't need this wardrobe, but I started to undo it, got it in here and thought it's a bit too much, but I've done it now, I might as well keep it. As I say, it's one night. If I ever did this again, I wouldn't bother with that. But yeah, I mean, it's the amount of storage it's given me is unbelievable. I mean, two people are easily be able to store their stuff in here for a week. You know, you've got two shelves each, bunch of trousers and tops each. Wardrobe for, you know, a few coats and jackets. You know, as I say, you can store something underneath the table. If you keep this door shut, you've got space down there, and you know, you could, the amount of storage just having these two units in here gives you. But you know, it is very cramped. I've got very little space here. As I say, this has to go to the back. I could probably shave a bit off the top of this, you know, plastic to move it around a bit more, but it's one night, it's not really worth it. But yeah, I thought it was a bit of fun. I thought, oh, I've got stuff, I've got camping stuff, I'll chuck it in there and see if it's doable, and it is doable. Yeah, I've got a lot of amenities that are missing. I've got no toilet, and even if I did have a toilet, there's nowhere to put it, because I left the toilet in the other van. I left the food in there, I left loads of stuff in there that I wasn't thinking of, because I wasn't thinking about camping. I thought once the van was going back to get fixed, I thought I wouldn't be camping in it. I wouldn't be wanting to camp other than tent camping, because I took all my tent stuff out. So I didn't think I'd be doing this, so I left a lot of stuff in the van that I could have done with, really, but hey, yeah, I made it work. It's good. I'm interested to know, this has obviously no insulation. I insulated mine. Well, I've 90% done the roof in mine. There's some bits and bobs I want to concentrate on, and I haven't bothered doing the floor because I can't be bothered. It didn't seem to make much difference. Probably that's arguable with somebody, but I don't think it is. But it has been insulated all the way around, and as I say, mostly the roof. And I'd be interested to know what the difference between that and this is. Actually experience, because it's another Ford Transit. It's a newer one, newer model. Not much there's a lot of differences in some areas and not in others, but I'd be interested to see what actually happens. I'm expecting a lot of condensation, but it'd be interesting to see if it's colder, if it feels colder or not. I've got my little heater. It comes with me everywhere now. It comes with me to tent camps and van camps, because it's amazing. It's really incredibly efficient. So yeah, that's going to come with me. But in the last camper I did use that, and I kept having to turn it off. I turned it right down. I still had to keep turning it off because it got hot in it. Be interesting to see if all the heat escapes, and you know, I have to keep it on more often. You know, how effective is insulation? We will see. Right, I'm gonna put a coat on from my amazing wardrobe, and I'm gonna be distracted by people walking past and nosing in, because they can see some guy prattling away to himself in the back of a van. It's very funny when people do that. They go, I'm just going for a walk. I'm just going to walk coincidentally down around behind your van, and I'm just going to look over there. I'm not looking at you. I'm not. It's so obvious, blatant. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna whack a coat on from my wardrobe, my amazing wardrobe, and I'm gonna get a cup of tea on the go, I think, because I've been freezing, and I could do with a cuppa. So yeah, it's not the most comfortable. So anyone watching my channel regularly would know that my partner's father passed away, and they were in his house. Excuse the wobbliness, because the bed's not very stable. So they're in his house at the moment, and they're going through the stuff to try deciding what.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
It's a pay and display car park, sir.
Oh no, is it? Yeah. So so I've been coming to this car park for forever, and during the winter, in the dead of the winter, I never pay for it because I thought that nobody, because it's not a camera that looks at the number plates or anything, it's physically somebody driving around looking for, and I thought that in the winter they just didn't bother, because I've been coming here for years and I've never known anyone to come. You know, I've taken the risk loads of times, figuring if I get fined, I've still got my money back, because I've been doing this for like donkey's years. So one fine wouldn't even scratch the surface of the amount of money I've saved. But there's a guy who came round and said, this is a pay display car park, and it's the old, oh, I didn't know. Oh, luckily, fair play to him, and thank you very much, Mr. Man. He had the perfect right to slap a ticket on them, but he just told me it was pay and display, and I've paid up to it. Closes tonight. Anyway, so I was lucky, and he's a nice guy. So as I was saying, my partner and her sister are going through their dad's house, who passed away, and going through stuff, and occasionally she sends me a picture. You know, between the two of them, they don't want something, but they sent me a picture and saying, do you want this? One thing they sent me a picture of, and I said, oh yes please, is this. Lovely picture of an anchor at the top, and when you go inside, it's got a lovely telescope. It took me ages to work out why it wasn't working, because I'm fiddling with it, and I realised that there was one segment left that's really stiff, because I unscrewed the end and moved it further and further away, and then it came into focus, and I was holding it like that far away. I'm thinking, why is it focusing when I hold it far away? And I realised, you know, there must have been one more segment to pull out. So now, and it works, but I've been fiddling with it. I can't put it on the lens of the GoPro. You can't see through it. I wanted to stick it on the end so you could see through it, but you can't see through it. It's actually pretty good. It's not the strongest of lenses, but it's pretty good. And I just thought it was really nice. Really heavy. Is that brass? Yeah, brass has a smell, doesn't it? I don't know if that's brass or not, but it's really heavy, really quite nice with the little leather bound end, and I just thought it was really lovely. It folds up. It has a nice little neat box to put it in. I just thought it was so nice. So I've just been having a mooch through that out to sea. I've seen no ships, and it's been really good. So it's a nice sort of thing to have. That was his, and it's a nice little thing to use. It's not. I've got a pair of binoculars that are very small, and in all honesty they're slightly better than that, but it's just nice to have it. It's even some things that may not be as good as other things you have. They're just aesthetically, you just like to use it, and it's one of those things. It may not be great, but I just like to need to give it a bit of oil though to pull it a bit better, but open a bit better. But yeah, it's just a nice little thing I thought I'd have.
Shows totally planning, but a huge amount of planning behind it. Who's going to buy that story?
Before it gets dark, quick mooch down to the beach. Well, I'm going to go for a walk, but all you're going to see is a quick mooch down at the shore. I've put this hood up now and I can't move my head. So it's just a quick fiddly do. It's blooming freezing. Winter's not going away anytime soon, is it? It's really cold, but luckily, Mr. Glass half full. There's no wind, so yeah, cold and wind. There's literally no wind, which is unusual for the beach. You see how calm the water is. After I've done this little bit of filming, I'm gonna take a walk up that way and back again. But there we go. Let me flip the screen up. There we go. There you go. It's nice. Calm as anything, isn't it? But it's still cold. Once I start doing getting a bit of a walk on, I'll soon warm up. Keep a nice firm pace. Soon warm up. And I'll be toasty warm when I get back in the van. Not going to stop me putting the heater back on though. Some people are really weird, aren't they? Some guys in a little van, much smaller than this one, driven in. This car park, there's like a central grassy bit, so it's kind of, the car park's in like a ring shape, an oval ring. You drive in, and if you keep going, you end up going around the other side and you can go back out again. So it's sort of like an oval. And he came in, drove past, round the other side of the ring, came back again. It's weird. And then did it again. So you end up going back around like 2 or 3 times. You catch it as 2 or 3 because I caught 2 and then you seem to still be there. It seemed to be sort of like he had time to do a third. And then he drove off. It's like, why? Wait, the car park's got 3 cars in it. What are you looking for? What's here? And he ain't the first either to do that. Some cars have done it, not necessarily tonight, but in the past they just drive round and round and round and then back out. So what's the point of that? Some people are so creepy. Hello, back. So I've moved again, purely because I wanted to go to the garage. I don't know about you guys, but I get lousy moments, you know, where I just can't be bothered to do any cooking, or it's not really cooking anyway, it's heating stuff up. I can't be bothered to heat stuff up. So I went to the garage. I drove to the garage, which is just over there, and I thought, well, instead of driving all the way back, because the nearest garage, nearest place as far as I'm aware, the nearest garage at this late at night, it's all garages at this late at night, nearest one's quite far away, so it meant driving all the way back, and I just thought, well, I could drive all the way back, but why don't I just park up right opposite? There's a car park that I know is free, and it's sort of next to the water. You can't really see very much at the moment. I'm not going to be able to show you very much. See, here's the garage. No, you're not going to see anything. But just decided to move. Instead of driving all the way back, park here. Because I've been here before. It's just as nice. Well, I don't know. I think actually the beach is nicer. This is next to the water, but it's not a beach per se. So yeah, it is. But you know, it's really dark, you can't see anything, so it doesn't really matter to me. yeah, I had my visuals when the light was, when it was light. I'm the only person in here now as well, because it's during the week, I guess. So yeah, so that's what I've done. That's where I am.
Thank you. And Sheldon?
We don't eat here. I don't know what's good.
Well, it's all good.
Statistically unlikely.
Just get a hamburger. You like hamburgers?
I like the hamburgers where we usually have hamburgers. You can't make the assumption that I like the hamburgers here.
Sorry. Get my hamburger.
Which one? The classic burger, the ranch house burger, the barbecue burger, or the Kobe burger?
Can't we just go to
No, Leslie had already turned me down, and that would unambiguously mean that she, Penny, thought I should ask her, Leslie, out, indicating that she, Penny, had no interest in me asking her, Penny, out. But because she did know that I had asked Leslie out, and that she, Leslie, had turned me down, and she...
Right then, so it's bedtime for me. It's past 10 o'clock now. Got sucked into the television, well, television phone, and it's gone past the time I intended to go to bed. So of course, in true tradition of my camps, I've forgotten my toothbrush, so that's going to be horrible. So as soon as I get home in the morning, I shall go straight up to the bathroom, and because I hate doing that. I really hate not brushing my teeth. So anyway, good night, and I'll catch you in the morning. So this is just a quick one, just a quick goodbye, because the alarm went off, and instead of pressing snooze, I turned it off. But luckily I woke up, well, semi-luckily, I woke up a few minutes before I was actually due to leave. So I didn't have time for a coffee or anything to eat or anything like that. I just had to go. I have to go. So yeah, it's a very abrupt ending, because I literally have to get up and so yeah, this is a simple one. It was a very simple camp, nothing special happening in this one. It was just you know, just a quirky thing to throw some stuff in the back and go out, and but a very simple camp, and not my usual standards, but it is what it is. It's what was thrown at me, and that's what I did to deal with it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.